Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is Jack. I'm Connor. This is the 45. We think it's match week 27. This doesn't make sense anymore. Match week 26 ended on Monday. Match week 27 started on Tuesday, and they've been playing ever since.
Yeah.
We are looking at 3 of the Sunday matchups, starting with the Manchester Derby. Every time United are in a match with another Big Six side, I say they're going to get exposed, and I'm wrong. It ends up as a 0-0 goalless draw. One more time I'm saying it. United against City at the Etihad are going to get exposed. Period. It's going to happen.
No.
They're not contesting for the title. United are not. Right? They're fighting for the top 4. We've been talking about City being the inevitables for months now, it feels like.
Yeah. I was going to let you finish your intro, but I'm just going to jump in. No.
Yeah, no, I'll get to this other stuff.
I think that Man United, I'm not going to fall for it again. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to think this match is going to be fun. I'm not going to fall for it. It's going to be a snoozer. It's going to be boring. And it's going to be what happens every time. I think that Man United are going to look at what happened in the Arsenal-Manchester City game a few weeks back and say, all right, I want to do that because I don't want to give Raheem Sterling an open header in the box. Because Sterling winning a header in the box, 6-yard box against you should never happen. So they'll look at that, remove that Sterling header, and say that's a 0-0 draw. And Ole will be rubbing his hands in delight and saying, yeah, we'll be third still, but a point against Man City be phenomenal. I do not expect them to score a goal against Manchester City. But
I don't think they can keep him out, though.
But I similarly don't think that they're going to, because what's going to happen is Maguire, when he plays with a deep block, a low block, he's phenomenal. He's tremendous. He is one of the best center backs in the league.
When he's not running for his life.
Exactly. So I think that they're going to sit deep. They're going to play 2 defensive mids because I don't believe Pogba is fit for this one.
Doesn't look like it.
They
got a lot of people out. Jones, De Gea, Mata, Pogba, Martial, Van de Beek.
The only doubt for Man United is that you have Dean Henderson in net and not David De Gea. But Man United, I mean, in their last 5 matches have 4 draws. I'm expecting a 5th one here.
I hope not. I mean, they are fighting for Europe, right? They've drifted, to your point, to 3rd, a point behind Leicester, who stole that match from Brighton earlier today, just a little bit ago. But Chelsea, Everton, West Ham, Liverpool, Spurs, all within 9 points of Manchester United. Everton, West Ham, and Spurs all have a game in hand on them. But I think there was a lot of injuries, especially to their attacking core. Yeah, they're going to play the low block, but I think City, and I don't think it's going to be close. I know I said that when it was Chelsea, but Tuchel hasn't figured out the offense yet. I think Guardiola wants this to be decisive.
I'm not going to get excited for a Manchester United match against a top 6 club. I'm not going to.
No, I shouldn't. I've clearly learned nothing. Chelsea, Everton. Tuchel remains undefeated as Chelsea manager across his first 10 matches. Haven't scored a lot, 11 goals in those first 10 matches, but they don't concede. Conceded 2 goals, and he's got 8 clean sheets, right? So he's playing that 3 central defenders, the wing backs. He's got the inexhaustible iron lung N'Golo Kante playing like he was a couple of seasons ago, right? They're playing phenomenally defensively, right? Now you look at Ancelotti versus Tuchel. They've played one another 6 times. They've each won twice. They've each drawn twice. They've each lost twice. Obviously, 2-2 between them. The draws came in the Champions League. The other 4 were in the German competitions. But you mentioned Everton's lack of self-belief a lot.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they get up to these top 4, top 5 position, and they're like, oh, we're not this good, and they drop, right? I just don't know the Toffees can work the magic with their counter against what Tuchel has done with them defensively, especially with Conte playing the way he's playing.
Yeah, I agree with you that Everton, I don't think they're going to have a ton to get past that stout defense, but I think that Chelsea are going to struggle to get past Everton's defensive block as well. I mean, their last 3 matches, clean sheets in all of them, and only 4 goals combined, but 3 wins. I expect this one to be low scoring, like the Man United match. 1-1 wouldn't surprise me. 0-0 wouldn't surprise me, or a 1-0 to either side would not surprise me. it is really tough for me to call this one because Everton do seem like they've kind of switched gears since they had the loss to Fulham and the loss to Man City. They beat their rivals Liverpool in what was like a title victory for them. They beat Southampton. They beat West Brom. So it's been 3 good performances in a row. But I think I'm just going to give the edge to Chelsea ever so slightly. Maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1, something like that. But it's going to be a 1-goal close game. So if Everton can get magic from James Rodriguez or Richarlison, then that could definitely work. But the counter, I'm not sure it's going to be too effective because Chelsea were very good at nullifying Liverpool's attack, which they're not in great form at all. They're in putrid form. But Everton may pose a different challenge, especially because the aerial prowess of Calvert-Lewin, if he's fit and back at his fittest best. But it should be a good one in terms of tactical battle, not a great one in terms of the goals scored.
Yeah, it may not be all that pleasing to the eye, but I see this one 2-1 Chelsea. I think they'll find a way to get 2 goals, and maybe the Werner Havertz thing finally figures itself out. Mason Mount is playing fantastic.
Mason Mount is phenomenal.
The goal he scored in midweek was unbelievable. So next up, West Ham and Leeds. This one actually should be fun. Right, West Ham and Moyes has them playing phenomenally. Right, that's overusing that term right now. But Leeds are always entertaining, good and bad, right? I think it's going to come down to whether Declan Rice and Souček can really interrupt what Leeds try to do with their possession and, just manic pressing, right? The reverse fixture, West Ham won 2-1. The goal that Leeds scored came from the spot, right? They did not score from open play. And this is what happens with Leeds, right? They score 4 or they don't do anything at all, right?
Yeah.
And the penalty was actually blocked, but Fabianski was ruled to have come out, so they retook the penalty, yada, yada, yada. But Leeds had 64% of the possession, which is what they do, but, they've scored the 2 second-half goals, and West Ham won it late with 10 minutes to go. Ogbonna scored the winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is...
But West Ham are a much better team. Sorry.
No, you're good.
West Ham are way better.
Yeah, I agree. Leeds United, there was a graphic on Sky Sports the other day that people made fun of that they have the most goals in their matches, which people are saying, what are they doing making this graphic that can just manage to magically put Leeds on top of it? Because they have what is it? That's 87 goals in their combined in their matches. So they're great games to watch for the neutral observer, but it's just not what you want to see. 44 goals.
It's a useless number.
It's a useless number. It's like, oh, look, a lot of goals were scored, but it could have been like that Kobe Bryant and what was it, Kwame Brown stat where it was like they combined for 70 points, and it was like 68 came from Kobe. The Leeds are a fun team to watch, but I think that West Ham definitely have a bit of an edge here. They played very well in their last match against Man City, and I think we're unfortunate to come away with the defeat.
2-1.
Yeah,
they did play well.
And before that, they've had a few good results. So, West Ham, they give me less of a piano on top of the house, why are we here vibes than Everton do. But I still think that this could be a 2-2, a 3-2 match. Should be entertaining. Hopefully it is, because it hopefully could counteract the, I don't want to say boring Man City, United, and Chelsea Everton games, but those will be different styles in this one, which will be, I think, a bit more open, which is what you like to see. But if I had to, if you made me pick, I'd probably go for a draw. I think that West Ham are a bit shakier inconsistency than you give them credit for. So they may take a tiny step back here.
Well, the question, there's 2 interesting things here with Fabianski and Randolph may not be able to play. So you're looking at backup keepers for both these squads, which could make it a 5-4 kind of situation, right? Then in that case, I don't expect Bielsa to change a thing, but I would expect Moyes maybe to play back a little bit more and let Rice and Souček will sit tighter to that back 4.
Yeah,
that's what I would guess. I don't know, but yeah, that question of whether those 2 shot stoppers are going to be in net or not, that could become a 5-4 match. That'll do it for us for the 1 Sunday, the Manchester Derby, then Chelsea Everton, and West Ham Leeds. Jack, Conrad, this has been the Footy 5. Please do subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. Look for us on the Twitter at the Footy 5. Take care now.